back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind, and today's topic is going to be probably the most important topic when it comes to winning the weight loss battle. If you're new to my channel, I am currently on a mission to lose 140 pounds. I have currently lost 32 pounds in 49 days. And that leaves me with 107 pounds left to lose. So I've got lots of content still to come. So you're going to hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends and leave me a comment. But anyways, today's topic is a pretty powerful one. I believe it's the one that has pretty much decided whether you win or lose the battle of weight loss. Now, obviously I'm doing keto and intermittent fasting, but there's a million ways to lose weight. There's fad diets, there's diet pills, there's gym, exercise, there's Weight Watchers, to, a million ways to lose weight. Why pick keto? Well, I think losing weight is literally a mind game. I picked keto because for one, it's restrictive, getting rid of all the foods that now we know are not good for us. Pastas, breads, flours, sugars, all that white stuff that tastes so yummy, but it's killing us slowly. So I picked keto because you can't have those foods. And when you restrict those foods, and it turns into this process that only until you've actually done this that you can actually experience and feel the results. And like I said, you can lose weight a million ways, but how do you lose weight and keep it off? That's the part. I mean, anybody can lose weight, but how many people do you know bounce right back up? I've done it my whole life. I've lost 80 pounds before, when I had kids, only to gain it all back and then some, So this topic today is about losing weight and how do you win the battle for the long term. And it's a mind game. Literally, everything about losing weight is in your head. That's really the secret. Some people say, what's the secret to losing weight? Well, there isn't a real secret. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I would say the biggest thing to pay attention to is your brain. Your mind will play tricks on you. So I wrote up a couple, just to try and keep me on topic, I wrote up a couple notes here. It's been 7 weeks, and these things are what has driven me to get to where I am today, and how I feel like I have the confidence and the ability now to make it all the way to the finish line. So your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind will tell you you're starving. It'll tell you you are being comforted by food. It will tell you you can't do it. It'll tell you you're not good enough. It'll let you believe the person that tells you you're not good enough, you're fat, you're ugly. Your mind will allow you to believe that. It'll also let you think that you're not enough, and it will provide you with a million excuses, so getting you off the hook so you won't have to do it. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have time. Oh, I can't do it because I'm busy. Oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. It will give you it'll just give you content for days, and you'll listen to it. Combine that with a sugar addiction, and you're freaking screwed. I was screwed for so long, and it's like all of a sudden you just get to a point where and it makes sense. Your mind is playing the tricks on you, and the sugar addiction, which, if you will, it's not any different than a cocaine addiction or some drug. It does the same things. There's so many studies out there that show the endorphins that are released while you're eating is comparable to somebody who's a drug addict or, has an addiction to something. It's that same temporary high. It's that same need to have it. It's that same thought process where it's on your mind 24/7 and when you're going to have your next meal. It also makes you think you can't live without it, because that goes along with the point that your mind will say, you know, whatever excuse, and because you'd have to give up bread, pasta, sugar, flour, you know, rice, all those things, it'll give you those excuses so you won't have to give it up, which further enables your sugar addiction. Because how many people are like, oh, I can't give up bread, I can't live without pasta, I thought I couldn't. But 7 weeks in, I don't even think of pasta, bread, flour anymore, sugar. It's not even on my mind. Like, it kind of even repulses me at this point, which is weird because I had a sugar addiction. I never thought in a million years that I would not want it or be able to beat it. And additionally, sugar is in everything. Like, even fruits, veggies, you know, sauces, dips, you know, marinades, preservatives. I mean, it's like not only in the obvious foods, but it's in everything else. Like, trying to get away from sugar is as impossible as kicking a sugar addiction. Like, and I felt that was probably the only way I could beat my sugar addiction in my head at its own game, was to go keto. And that's because you literally cannot have sugar. So, what do you do now? Now, like I've said a million times before, I have a genetic heart defect that causes heart failure. It's not something that I can ever get away from. The only thing that I can kinda do is be my most healthy self. It doesn't change the inevitable. Whether I'm a size 2 or a size 20 doesn't change the fact that that's my future. But what can help is being healthy now. So it like prolongs the inevitable, you know? So being diagnosed with like genetic heart failure years ago wasn't enough to scare me off. It wasn't enough to intimidate me to lose weight. It wasn't enough to like haunt me to change my life. Add on to that, I have 2 kids. Being a mom and trying to be there for my kids forever wasn't enough to get me to change my life. I mean, my oldest is 5, my youngest is 4 and almost 4. And I'm still this big. You know, like, I've had years to get this under control and I didn't. And I mean, I'm a busy mom and I just found every excuse in the book not to put myself first. So with that being said, that kind of gave me my little clue. You know yourself best. You know what it takes to get you to do something. So that's the ticket to your success. For me, I'm a people pleaser. I put everybody first. I put myself so far in the back burner, you can't even see me. I'm so far in the back. So how would I fix that? Well, this is part of the reason why I made a YouTube channel. I have a following, obviously, because of my boutique, and I have a following because I started this keto journey. But I know that people are counting on me to take my pictures, to tell everybody what I'm eating, to share my experience, to inspire people. So I'm using that. Because if I know I have to make a weekly update, or I've got to share my recipe, or I've got to take a picture of my food, or I've got to take a selfie, or make a video on, you know, whatever topics in my mind, if I know that someone's counting on that, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So at the end of the day, I'm beating my mind at its own tricks because I'm still putting everybody else first, but indirectly, it's helping me achieve my goals. So you have to think about something clever like that will beat your mind at your own game. And that means that means every week I will show up every Monday and post my weigh-in video, you know, and even if I don't gain, or if I don't lose, I'm still making a video that week because I've committed to helping everybody else. So in turn, that allows my That allows me to meet my goals. I'm losing weight and it's given me the power to move on. And at the same time, I'm just beating my own self because I think, you know, I've got to do something for somebody else. But in turn, it's really for me. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I literally am beating myself at my own game. So another thing, your mind plays, your little devilish mind plays tricks on you all day. Not only will you smell things when you go to restaurants or go to somebody's home, or maybe you're in an office and somebody warms up their lunch or something and the whole place smells like whatever food. It's like your mind will constantly play tricks on you all day long. So a few tips that I do to try and beat myself, obviously the number one was make this YouTube channel because I am beating myself big time at that game. Like I am going to win this, you know? And even if I have to do something as clever as that to beat myself, I will figure out, you know, I know myself best. I knew that was what's holding me back before when a genetic heart defect, having kids, all wasn't enough to get me to change my life. So the other thing I did is I bought a pair of, like, I think they're size 14 shorts, and I bought those and I hung them on my pantry door. So yeah, it seems silly, but I have a pair of shorts hanging on my pantry door in my kitchen. But when I go in the pantry, I see those shorts hanging right there, looking at me saying, you could wear me if you stick to the plan. So like something that just constantly reminds me, or if I maybe head that direction, I'll abort. You know, just something right there that's just a reminder. You know, that's one thing I did. Two, I've purged my closet. I literally went down there and threw like trash bags and trash bags of clothes into trash bags, and then I'm obviously bringing them to Goodwill for donations, or no, I think it's Salvation Army, yeah. But I went through my closet and I found stuff that I'm like, ooh, I remember that, and, you know, and it kind of gave me like a little boost. Like, I can't wait to wear that again. I mean, I have size 12 to 22 in my closet because I've gained and lost so many times that I've got like a selection. So I purged my closet and brought out all the stuff that doesn't fit because finally it's too big on me. I've gotten rid of it. There's no going back to it. I'm not having a closet full of clothes that's going to, that I can fall off the wagon and wear again, because that was my safety net before. Oh, maybe, you know, if I ever gain weight, I'll have them. No, absolutely not. So the minute something doesn't fit me, it's out. It is out and it's in a pile and it's ready to go to Salvation Army. So, so go through your closet, purge the stuff that doesn't fit you. Don't give yourself any reasons to come back, and also inspire yourself with, ooh, I wish I could wear that again. You know, give you something to work towards. You know, so that was two things I've done this week. And additionally, by kicking the sugar craving, like your mind is always thinking, always trying to sabotage you. It's always giving you your inner voice that you're not good enough, you can't do it, or giving whatever excuse that's out there. But your mind also can be the most powerful thing to get you to win this battle. So if I didn't drop the sugar and take that portion out of the puzzle and just have what's left with just my mind and my own thoughts, by changing those thoughts, by removing all that sugar and giving myself the confidence, I feel like it's the first time in my life I'm going to actually win this battle, this war. I know that saying where you may have lost the battle, but you win the war. That's me right now. I've lost this battle for 13 years. But this time, I am coming back and I am coming out with all the stops. I'm going to play dirty and beat my mind at its own games and tricks. Because after all, I know myself best. I know how I work. I know what makes me get fire under my ass, you know? So like I said, by starting the YouTube channel, I know you're counting on me. So when I put everybody else first, I'm winning. So yeah, it's dirty. Like, it's not truly fixing me. But goodness gracious. Hold on, I gotta turn that off. So by beating myself at my own game, and if that means I have to play dirty to do it, well, if I win at the end, that's all that matters. So, but think about what makes you tick. What makes you have a fire under your ass? What does that? Think about that and then use that as your strategy and come up with a plan to beat yourself at your own game. It's your mind is a tricky player, but it's still, you know yourself best and you can figure out what to do. And if that means, you know, kicking sugar and trying keto and believing in yourself and knowing that you can do this and not listening to I can't, I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm gonna be like this forever, you know, whatever excuse it's been, use your mind to also slap all those thoughts right out of there. You can. I'm living proof. I mean, I'm not even close to being finished with my journey, but I am like slaying this right now. I can, I will, I'm going to succeed. I will win this battle. I am enough. I am pretty. I am beautiful. All of those thoughts, you've got to change that thought process and put those words, take a little Post-it note, stick them on your mirrors where you are. You know, give yourself a little reminder. Even if it's a little pep talk, nobody has to know. These are just little things that you can do to change your thoughts from being so negative and self-destructing to uplifting, to powerful, you know, beast that you should be, you know, and you can be. So if I would have thought 7 weeks ago that I'd be able to sit here in front of you and say, I am doing this, this is how I'm doing it, this is, you know, this is my plan, this is how I'm, you know, the whole puzzle piece and like the blueprint of how I'm doing this, I would have never thought that I'd be the person that has the voice to tell you, because I haven't been enough for 13 years. I have let my mind win that battle for so long. So you can do this. Come up with a plan. Think about, take a day, take a week. Think about what makes you tick, what makes you move, what drives you. And then with that being said, what also is your biggest weakness? What also takes you off your A game? What is that little beast that's sitting there? And put those two things together and come up with a plan and beat yourself, you know. And this is silly, but as easy as just creating a YouTube channel to keep me accountable, it hardly takes much time to do this. I'm gonna do it anyways. The time's gonna pass, but it's allowed me to win, you know. So, and if that's what it takes, if I have to show pictures of myself and my progress, you know what, I will. Because I know there's people out there that were like me or are like me. And my goal is here to not only lose weight, but to help others. That also pushes me further, because like I said, I like to please. I'm a people pleaser. I want to help. And if I can help just one person, it makes my little anxiety that I'll have for 2 seconds posting a picture of my fat gut go away, because I'm real. This is I'm honest. I have no shame. And if that helps you, I am here for you. Like, we need to help each other. So if you have tips and tricks that you want to add, maybe you have questions on how to get started, how maybe you're thinking that you can't do it or something, comment below, send me an email. I'll put my email right here. You know, reach out to me. Let me help you. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I am an expert in my journey, and I have found success, and I will share with you everything that I'm doing. And it may be as simple as, you know, taking a before picture or stepping on a scale for the first time in who knows how long. You know, I'm not sure what, you know, but it's something as simple as that could do it. You know, and something as simple as intermittent fasting and taking sugar out of your diet. you know, so comment below. Reach out to me, send me an email. Let's do this. You are enough. You're beautiful. And it feels so good to win. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the next video. I'm Jess, and you're watching Keto Rewind.